How to be successful in business. Typically, when women set out to start a business, we get caught up in all the organising, all the planning, all the networking. And whilst, of course, the planning is important, what any successful entrepreneur will tell you is that the most crucial thing you can do in the early days is to begin working on your mindset. If you really want to know what it takes to be successful in the beginning, then watch this video because I'm going to be showing you how to think like a boss. Sound good? Let's get started. I'm Irene from IreneMoore.com, and for the very best in business and mindset tips, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I release new videos each and every week. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by success mindset, I mean the ability to heighten your awareness around the areas that you're experiencing challenges in your life and making that commitment to be able to grow and change them, even if it seems impossible right now. So if you're ready to start your own business, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 6 tips on how to be successful. Tip 1, stop making excuses. If you look at any successful person in life, you'll see that they take full responsibility for where they are right now and, most importantly, where they want to be. You'll very rarely hear them complaining, and you'll very rarely hear them blaming others for things not going well in life. Now, life happens. But if you really want to be successful, you need to be able to catch those repeated behaviors that may be holding you back. For example, are you always putting things off? Are you always late? Are you always the person to cancel at the last minute? Or perhaps you've got goals that just sit on your resolution list year after year after year. Now, we all have some of these, but what that's training your mind to do is to tell you that that's okay to give up on your goals. I had a client who was really struggling to show up for herself in her business. She knew that she needed to network, and she also knew that some of these events had her perfect clients there. However, she always had an excuse. She was either too busy or too tired from work. However, after working together, she noticed that this was a repeated behavior that was showing up in other areas of her life, and now she's able to show up more powerfully. How about you? Go ahead and download this week's Boss Breakthrough Worksheet and list out just one of your goals and how you might not be showing up for yourself. Then I want you to list out one action that you can take to get you closer to that goal. Tip 2, set intentions and visualize your success. Now, if you're a member of my Boss Mindset community, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of resolutions or just setting endless goals for the sake of it. I am, however, huge on setting real intentions and manifesting the life that you want right now. Now, if you're already a big manifester, go ahead and drop the word magic in the comments, and you know why. If you're thinking manifesting isn't for me, let me put it to you like this. Manifesting is really quite simple. It's about being intentional about visualizing the life that you want in the future whilst taking inspired action right now. Here's how. After watching this video, go ahead and write a letter to yourself 10 years from now. Imagine that you've achieved everything that you want in life, and you're telling yourself today what a typical day looks like in your future life. You'll soon see it will start to help you be more intentional about the actions and the steps that you take now, because you'll become more focused on what it is that you want to achieve in the long term. Tip 3, take consistent action. The best way to be successful and make sure that you can take consistent action is to set up a weekly meeting with the boss. And by that, I mean you. Most people are waiting for this elusive spare time to start working on their goals, when in reality, you already have the time right now to start working on your dreams. I specialize in working with women who already have high-profile careers, who have kids, and have busy lives, start their dream business in just 2 hours a week. So you can definitely find the time. There is no more extra time in the week. So setting yourself that regular schedule to connect with the boss and start taking small steps towards working on your goal is really the best way to move forward. Like I said, no more excuses. Tip 4, ask for help. Another thing you see wildly successful people do is They don't try and do everything themselves. They know when to ask for help, and they know to bring in experts if they think their time could be better spent elsewhere. Getting help doesn't have to cost the earth. Even if you can't afford a coach or a mentor right now, I'm pretty sure that in your wider network, there is someone who has already achieved something similar to what you want to do. Ask them, see if you can meet them for a coffee, see if you can connect, and ask them about their journey, and see how you might be able to learn from them on a more informal basis. Friends, you get no rewards for being burnt out in your business. So if you can afford to hire a coach or at least connect with a mentor, it really is the smartest and the fastest way to get closer to your goals. A success mindset really thrives when you move away from thinking that things have to be done a certain way and by you, to understanding that it's all about growth and developing a growth mindset where you're willing to learn or learn to ask for help when you need it. Tip 5, surround yourself with positivity. Now, this isn't just about being high vibe. This is about safeguarding your soul from anyone or anything that drains your energy or makes you feel less than. It's okay to say no. The truth is, every single thing that you consume, whether that's your food, gossip, trash TV, and even the energy we surround ourselves in, only impacts you and your ability to stay focused and on track. Now, this can be really difficult sometimes, especially if the energy drainers are your immediate friends and family. But it's time to take action. I want you to go ahead and write down 3 things or people or environments that stress you out or make you not feel great about yourself. And then I want you to write down next to them 3 things, people, or situations that make you feel amazing. I want you to make a commitment this week to replace those negative things with at least one of those positives this week. Tip 6, reframe failure. Now, my final tip on how to be successful is to try and reframe your thoughts around failure. Why? Because really successful people don't see failure as failure. They look for the lessons they've learned in that mistake. Listen, failure is inevitable at some stage in your business, but every single wrong turn in our business is there to teach us something. Let me show you. I want you to think about your biggest disappointment or failure in the last 6 months. Write it down, and right next to it, I want you to write down what you learned from that situation. And then next to that, I want you to write down what you would do differently should that situation arise again. It's likely that you've learned a lot more than you realize. In order to be really successful, we need to reframe our thoughts around failure and replace it with a willingness to learn a better way to do things. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. Finally, you know success loves company. So if you found this video helpful, please share it with just one person who you think it might help. I look forward to reading your comments.